If you're trying to land remote roles like this, check the first link down in the description below. In my mentorship, where we help everybody at least land roles in cybersecurity slash IAM, GRC, security analyst roles, anything cybersecurity and your cybersecurity needs, we can help you with. What's going on, YouTube? It's K-Law back with another video, or Kyle. K-Law Kyle back with another video, cybersecurity video, as usual, per usual. I know we haven't been on here in a minute, but it's time to come back. Um, as you
We
can see by
back.
the
We
title,
back.
oh yeah, let's go ahead and get Omar situated out the way. How could we forget that? We have Omar with me as always. He put his ad on the screen as well. This video is about remote jobs that are hiring right now, and Omar's gonna go ahead and kick us off. And this pretty quick video for y'all today. So please make sure
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
do
yeah,
enjoy, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as usual on the road to 15K subscribers. So it's much appreciated.
yeah. So if you're clicking on this video, I'm assuming that you guys are interested in landing a remote role this year, the year 2025. Um and me and Kyle are kind of, you know, the go-to guys as far as landing remote roles within the IT field. More specifically, Kyle is, more tailored towards identity and access management, which is a field that we'll get into. And then I'm more, involved with offensive security, but I am transitioning as far as career-wise, professionally into IAM since I feel it's the easier role. You get more bang for your buck, right? As far as workload and how much you get paid for that workload. Um, but yeah, so we're here to talk about why identity and access management is the go-to job as far as remote work in the year 2025. And Kyle, could you give the people a rundown on, what IAM is, what you're doing, what you're doing, within IAM, and then why companies should have IAM or why they do have IAM?
It says IAM is pretty much the backbone of every company, like how my dad would explain it. It ensures that the right person has the right access to the proper information. And typical tools that you would use in IAM, some of you guys might have heard of these, like your Cell Points, your Okta, your CyberArks, which is like the number one leading, Savance, Beyond Trust. Those would be kind of like your privileged access management tools that you would be using day to day. So that's pretty much like a general basis of what IAM is. That's mainly what we help with in our mentorship for any of you guys that's interested. But we don't just limit to just IAM. We can do, like I said,
Correct.
SOC, which is security operations, GRC, pen testing, malware development, which is those two things are on our side here as well. So those are our main focuses. We focus on everything cybersecurity related, and now we're going to be going over here, like I said, the best remote jobs that you guys might be interested in that are paying pretty well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, like Kyle mentioned, IAM is pretty much I want to say like the fortress when it comes to a company's resources. Um, I'd say for companies that have IAM implemented, in most cases, is going to be like a kind of I don't want to say last resort, but if, for example, a hacker gets into a company, right, and we're talking about cybersecurity here, if a attacker or maybe an insider threat is trying to access resources that they really shouldn't have access to, or trying to get some information that they might not have permissions to have information to or access to, I mean, then identity access management kind of puts a roadblock in their way, right? So we're only making sure that people have access to what they need to have access. So, for example, if an attacker or a hacker gets access to, let's say, a janitor's account, or like I don't know, a marketing person's account, right? They're able to get their information, they fish them through an email, whatever. Um, Now they have access to this account. Well, that's why you have IAM in place, because what the identity access management solution is going to do is make sure that, yeah, this hacker has access to this marketing person's account, but guess what? He only has access to the marketing stuff. He's not going to be able to use this marketing person's account to go into like the financial reports for the company's quarterly revenues or whatever, and or have access to everyone's salaries, things like that, that only a finance a finance employee would have, right? They're only gonna have access to anything marketing related. So that's why you kind of want IAM, put in place just to make sure people only have access in a on a need to know basis, and that not too much power goes into the hands of one person. Now, I know you guys are gonna ask, right? And I'm assuming most of you are kind of either looking to get in the field and have no experience, or maybe you want to transition from another IT field into IAM. And a lot of the main question that me and Kyle always get is, how do I get in there? Uh, the best way to get
Cert.
in, I say in this, yeah, exactly. I say in this market right now is definitely going to be your certifications. Assuming that you don't already have like decades of experience in security. If you have decades of experience, it's really just a matter of like tweaking your resume, maybe getting familiar with
Years of
some technologies
experience.
or whatever.
Exactly. Years of experience is
Yeah,
always going to be number one, and then it's going to go
correct.
off for certifications. But that segues us right into the certification topic. Well, everybody's like, what are the best certifications to get? My number one to start out with, if you said, Kyle, give me three certs to start out with, if it were me in my shoes, getting into just specifically IAM, Cyber Defender, CyberArk Sentry, and Azure SC300, or you could do Security Plus, Azure SC300, and CyberArk Defender, like a lot of our clients already do and have those three certs right now. But because Security Plus is kind of like, okay, I've been in IM, but I want to do something else, and that way you
Yeah,
kind of it still holds just a little bit of weight, but you can really mix and match it as you want to go. Really, the more certs, the better. It really just
yeah,
depends on what you guys are looking for, what you're trying to do. If you're trying to, like I said, job stack, like how I was doing, it really just depends on what you want to do. You really have to do research because these tools they're they're also different, but they're kind of similar at the same time, if that makes sense. You
yeah,
really just have to specialize in which one and kind of just pick and learn and study that one and then go from there.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, go
And I
ahead.
agree with Kyle here. The best search to go for, are, in my opinion, I think Security Plus is definitely a gimme for any type of role that you're trying to land in cybersecurity, or in IT. Even IT, like system admin roles, is good to have Security Plus, in your toolbox. But other ones going to be SC300. I love the Microsoft certifications. They're really good. Um, Number one, their courses are free, and the tests aren't too expensive.
Okay.
And then after that, I'd say you get another, we call them vendor certifications. You get another vendor cert, and then it's pretty much up to you. You can go Savia, you can go Okta, you can go CyberArk, Beyond Trust. There's plenty of other ones that you could probably choose from. You kind of just got to do your own research, but definitely
Yeah,
agree with Kyle there. And I
exactly.
know something you guys are also going to be very interested in discussing, and something you guys probably have questions about is salary expectations.
Yeah.
So, what will you expect as far as salary for these remote roles in IAM? So I'm gonna give you guys realistic ranges as far as getting started for entry level. Um, Entry level IAM remote roles in 2025 are, I'd want to say, averaging from what I've seen. Google might say something different as far as what the average is, but from what I've seen, starting roles can range from pretty much like 80 grand up to like 100, 110, low hundreds. And then once you start getting into like the engineering roles, the mid-level roles, and the senior level roles, you're going to be looking at upwards of like 130 plus, from what I've seen. And I guess it depends on where you, since it's remote, it doesn't really matter where you live, but where the job is based. That's also going to play a big portion. We've had some of our mentees and some of our clients land roles, upwards of 140,000 plus as their starting roles. And then we've had others that have landed roles that are at 70, 80. So it kind of ranges, and it really depends. There's definitely a luck factor involved when it comes to the salary you're gonna receive. But you can typically expect, at
At
least
least
above
90.
75.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could expect 75 or up,
yeah.
honestly.
The lowest we've
Um,
seen as of recently is around 85K,
yeah,
80K. Somebody I think about 80K.
exactly.
Um, but typically, like I said, majority of people, that was only like a few people that got that low, but majority of people
Yeah.
are usually at six figures or above, at least
Right.
100K or above, 95K plus above, which is great to start out with. Because my first role, like
Yeah.
I've always told y'all, I started out with 95K, and then I had bonuses, so I was like right at like 100
Yeah.
something. So that's pretty normal.
Hmm.
And I was an analyst role at the time.
Yeah.
So great salary, um, expectations coming from there. Like I said, not just um, but I am is probably like the number one. I would say where it's not a huge learning curve. You can get into it relatively quickly and still get paid good
Right.
for not a lot of work. And there's
And I
plenty
think we
of
should
remote
talk about right
opportunities.
here. I
Oh,
think we should definitely talk about and pretty much end this video off on this topic, which is how do I get started? What are the requirements?
what's
As
up?
to, as far as how to get into IM.
Hmm.
So if you have IT experience, and like I mentioned before, certifications are going to play a big role as far as helping you land roles or hear back from recruiters. But besides certifications, some things that you could do, and some requirements, some expectations that a lot of the roles will have in IM is definitely going to be experience with certain tool sets. So making sure that you're familiar, or making sure that you do get familiar with things like PowerShell, things like CyberArk, technologies like CyberArk, technologies like Okta, technologies like Entra ID or Azure, for example, Active Directory. Familiarizing yourself with those technologies, those tools is gonna uh, make roles, a lot of those roles attainable. And then as long as you have some willingness to learn, and you maybe even get some training to kind of speed up that process, uh, you'll definitely be in the running for landing one of those roles fully remote for sure. As you saw in the beginning of this video, obviously me and Kyle do have a program and a community where we help people actually acquire these skills, attain these skills, and land the roles. Me and Kyle are really good at is pretty much getting you into the interview. That's kind of like our bread and butter. We're really good at helping you get into those interviews so that you can attain those roles. As far as the learning and teaching you like the very simple concepts, we kind of just give you the resources to that. We don't do that ourselves. But we really do is help you actually land the role, because I think that's what me and Kyle really value is helping people get into roles and be in a stable financial situation. That's really what we care about. So definitely, if you guys are interested, I'm gonna let Kyle end this video off here and you know share his thoughts.
Yeah. So we appreciate everybody's time as usual. Like I said, I'm sure you guys see the pop-ups in the video. That's how you join our mentorship if some of you guys are interested. You can hit that WAP link and it'll take you right to the Cyber Warrior plan. We get you 3 certifications if you subscribe to our YouTube, join our live videos. Get you 3 certifications: job placement, interview prep, lab trainings, videos, um, career advice, everything. All of that is in for $1,200. Unlimited 101s. All of that is in that Cyber Warrior $1,200 plan. We want you guys to really strongly look into just IM in general as a whole. Like I said, is really, really, really good, interesting field. Like I said, not a lot of work. I know a lot of you guys are not interested in doing a lot of work. It's really easy, not hard to learn. You get on the job training for at least 2 weeks in every role you get, even if you're in an engineer position. There's never been a position that I've started where I haven't gotten training. And so, that being said, we appreciate everybody's time today. Thank y'all. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate everybody. As always, shout out to all the new joiners, all the new subscribers, and all of our OG and previous subscribers as well. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. More live videos coming out tonight as well. And yeah, so we'll catch you guys in the next video. Like I said, stay tuned for live videos. When we do go live, we usually go live Monday through Thursday from 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are interested, make sure you catch those live videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.